Since Valve has no plans to release any more Portal games, Daniel Stubbington, the man behind the Entropy Centre, must have been planning for his own Thanos moment.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Fans of the Portal series may be disappointed to learn that the momentum mechanics has been omitted in favor for a more sophisticated and at least initially more demanding time manipulation experience. Having that got out of the way, I am Dan and I say let's start today's video. Let me set the scene for you. As Arya, the protagonist, you awake from what seems to be a dream about the coming destruction of Earth. The Entropy space station is a lonely place, but it doesn't take long until you can use the newfound talking pistol Astra, even if you haven't had any training at all. Come on, people. In the perspective of Cyberpunk, it's like the Skippy gun, except Astra's corporate chatter, and to boost your own morale, and thus equipped with the capacity to reverse time. I would give everything to have one of those in real life.
Astra, do you know what's going on? Where is everyone?
The Entropy Centre may or may not be experiencing some minor technical difficulties, but do not let that alarm you. Our puzzle operations can continue as normal.
There shouldn't be any jump scares in the game, but being all alone myself on the space station was more than enough to give me the goosebumps when this adorable droid appeared. In other words, it's time for me to stop playing Dead Space. Now let's discuss the game's most interesting feature, the time-bending puzzle. They begin by having players to just play boxes on platforms before gradually increasing the difficulty of the problems by adding in more obstacles and pieces. In addition, the satisfaction of putting together a puzzle and seeing its parts come into place is unparalleled. Imagine yourself as a magician who can never die. No? Maybe it's just me. However, that happened to me quite a few times while playing, and there are definitely some puzzles that are similar to others. And there are some initial difficulty in getting used to working backwards to solve the puzzle, and some people believe I have trouble planning ahead of time. There are no how in the world would I have known that moment or secret puzzle answers. Instead, the game has a puzzle design that seems quite transparent. Dedicated puzzle enthusiasts may be disappointed, but with 10 hours of playtime, there are plenty of time to test your skills and brain power. A second playthrough can cut the playtime in half. I know, since I had to try it. I will not reveal the solution to the puzzle section that at least for me cost me immediate and severe brain pain at first encounter. However, I still took an average of 5 minutes per puzzle, with some lasting as long as 13 minutes due to my inability to understand the whole picture. Talk about aha moments. But it's not just left and right puzzles, there are also timed events where you need to rearrange objects and repair broken sections of the building to continue to your trip with Arya and Astra. To me, the events were a welcome diversion from the tedium but fun puzzle solving. So you might be thinking, how good is the voice acting? So let me enlighten you all. To start, the quality of the voiceover work was really high. Chloe Taylor's depiction of the main protagonist Arya has genuine moments of comedy and wonder despite the unimaginable terrible scenario.
Did they ever fix this?
Maybe they couldn't.
Casey Miracle's voice work as the innocent and upbeat Astra AI added to the game's dramatic and comedic moments.
Hold on. Why are you screaming?
Oh, I was just copying. I thought that's what we were doing.
It made me feel invested in the success, and that's how things remained until the end of the game. An exciting conclusion that I can't spoil for you. For me, the story finale and ending are reminiscent of the 2001 A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. I'm guilty of using the Portal reference as an example myself, but I believe that the best use as a broad foundation for comprehending the game. In contrast to the 30 or so people that work on Portal 2, there were just one on this project. One, people. When you consider how much effort went into the visuals, not to mention the many riddles and voice scripts, you can appreciate just how impressive this achievement is. There are some various puzzles throughout the game, and it's 15 chapters. It's impossible to not be impressed with Daniel Stubbington's work, and I have no doubt that his next game will be even more thrilling to play. I'm hoping that you will take the time to read all the tales while you play the game, since they add a lot to the experience. How frequently do people manage to bring a cat onto a space station? Alright, you probably know how the cat story ends. Rest in peace, brave cat. Maybe someone is trying to produce a grey sport almanac in the style of Back to the Future so that he can provide for his family financially. I know it's a nerdy reference, but if you got it, comment "This is heavy" below. Is it worth to purchase a game when it's priced at $22.49 US? I say yes. If you like puzzles and are looking for a game with a good level of challenge, convincing voice acting and an engaging sci-fi plot. If you want the full Portal 3 experience, I would not recommend it since you'll be disappointed and won't be able to let it go. And if you are an Entropy purist who insists on seeing just one direction of time, the answer is likewise no. I'm Dan, and it's been a pleasure showing you the Entropy Centre. Stick around and I have another video that I think that you will love. Until next time, stay safe and stay awesome.